Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex the Creative Llama, and if you see that red live box that's right there that says live, that means I'm live, okay? But if you don't see it, that just means you're catching the replay, which is totally fine. So if you are watching the replay, put hashtag replay for me. Real quick before we get started, if you are not signed up for live notifications, make sure you comment !notify right here on the live, and it'll get you signed up to receive a message the next time I'm live. It'll just send a message through Facebook Messenger, and that way you can click directly on the link and you can join my live. So we are going to create with the club transfer tonight. We're going to do a little bit of watercoloring, and I'm going to show you all how that works. So when you pop on, say hey and comment the word club, C-L-U-B, and I will send you all of the links for everything that I'm using, okay? All right, so first I'm going to take this palette sign. Hi, Elizabeth. So first I'm going to take this palette sign and we are going to rough it up, okay? I want this to look really worn and rustic. Hi, Carol. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Linda. So, happy Monday, y'all. I probably should have done this, before my live, but a lot of y'all like to see what the whole process. So, hi, Nancy. Hi, Diane. Miss Diane, didn't you just have a birthday, my friend? I think I just saw that you celebrated a birthday. If so, happy birthday. All right, so let's get this roughed up. Hi, Bambi. Yes, happy belated birthday. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Melinda. All right, y'all. We might be on here for a little while. This might be a little bit longer of a live because we got some moving parts with this live. So, and I'm putting all my strength into this. You're so welcome, Miss Diane. I probably should pull out my Gator sander. Hi, Karma. Hi, Connie. All right. Let me get this on here, y'all. Get it on here. Let me scrap it up. I don't think my grit is gritty enough, if you know what I mean. It probably isn't, so we're just going to make it work. And it just is going to be what it is. Hi, Lynette. I saw your message. Thank you for paying your invoice. I appreciate that, my friend. All right. That's as good as my arm can do. We might come back to it. There we go. But I probably need, I don't know anything. Does anybody know how grits on sanding paper works? Is it more? Hi, Sherry. And today's her birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter, Miss Cheryl. I'm praying for y'all. Oh my goodness. I've been thinking about y'all quite a bit. All right. Does anybody know anything about grit sanding? Hi, Denise. I know nothing. I don't know. I know there's different grits, but I don't know if you need a higher number means lower the grit, the rougher it is. Oh, see, you learn something new every day, y'all. I mean, I probably could have just Googled that and taught myself, but I want y'all to teach me. All right, so we are going to use the club transfer. So you can only get this boot transfer if you're a designer or a club member. Club is just a subscription. So you get this transfer, you get 3 samples of paste and a squeegee on your first month for $21.99. The higher the number, the more rough it'll be. Hi, Mary Agnes. The softer it is. Oh, okay. All right, and you'll also get a coordinating accessory, and we're gonna actually use the Chockable shape. Hi, Joanne. We're gonna use the Chockable shape. Y'all, sanding that kind of got me out of breath a little bit. So we're gonna use the Chockable shape tonight. But when you comment the word club, all the links are in the message. It's a little linky. There's quite a few links in there, but make sure you also RSVP to my live sale for chalk stuff that's happening on the 21st. The link is in there to go RSVP there. Okay, let's get this going. Oh my word, y'all. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna cut apart my transfer to make this a little bit easier. So I am just gonna, so as you can see, y'all, there are no cut lines. So I'm gonna be very careful, but but there's also these little things, these target looking things, and I'll show you here in 1 second, that you don't want to separate from the piece. So like the boot has some target lines or targets that you want to keep with it, so it helps you layer this piece down here. Hi guys, happy Monday. Was everybody's day a Monday? Like, was it the Mondayest of Mondays for you? All right, we're gonna cut that off because we're gonna attempt this piece here in a second. And then we're gonna cut this guy off. All right, so first we're gonna start with this piece. I'm just gonna fuzz on my shirt. I tried to buy the Easter blocks, but would not let me use the $5 coupon. Miss Julie, send me a message and I can help you with that. The coupon might have expired. That's probably why. Not a big deal. Just send me a message and we can get it figured out. We'll get it figured out, my friend. All right, so we're gonna lay this on here. I almost feel like it needs to come down a little bit more. So this is a layering piece. So if I were putting this on, let's say, like a chalkboard, and I want to layer it, there's these little, I don't know if y'all can see it, there's these little targets that you can use to line up. Obviously, when I'm using the chalk shape, it's not going to really help me, but I'm just trying to make sure that I have this bottom part lined up pretty well, and I don't. Thank you for sprinkling record-breaking rainfall in Southern California. Isn't it like raining like crazy in California right now? Like more so than it's ever has. All right, so let's layer this, y'all. This makes me nervous because I can't use the targets to line it up, so I'm kind of just placing it down and guessing. So, y'all, do me a huge favor, hit that heart button and sprinkle the video if you can. Commenting helps me out tremendously, and so does sharing and hitting the like button, all those fabulous things. Why am I like on the struggle bus with this? Raining nonstop. Ooh, see, I like it when it rains, but that is just me. All right, hold on, y'all. I gotta look at the picture of this because I'm pretty sure I'm not lining this up correctly. Shocker. All right, I'm going to the chalk website to look at the picture. Okay, so it does need to come down. Just bear with me, y'all. Okay, I actually think I had it. All right, so I'm gonna lay this down. Okay, I promise it's not as hard as it looks. I'm just making it more difficult because, you know, it's me. All right, and then I'm gonna keep this laying down. If I can keep it, there we go. And the great thing is, y'all, I'm using a chalk shape. So if I mess this up, I can wash this off and take it off. So it's not gonna be a huge deal if I mess it up. We're not gonna stress about it. So one of the colors this month is Shimmer Melon, and I'm actually gonna use that on the boot, okay? Y'all, I organized my office, my craft room the other day, and now I know where nothing is. Because it's so clean, you know, that I can't find anything. All right, I sprayed a little bit of water in there. My Shimmer Melon I've not used in quite some time. So I just sprayed a little bit of water to kind of bring it back to life. And we are gonna put this down first. And then the rest of our boot is gonna be brown. But we're gonna do another step. No, we'll do it in order. Don't get ahead of yourself, Alex. Because I'm over here trying to save as much time as possible. But you know what? We're gonna take our time tonight. We're gonna hang out. Hit that heart button. We're gonna do a giveaway at the end of my live. So y'all know to get entered, all you have to do is hit the heart button, sprinkle the video, and just comment. Okay, there's that piece. Let me grab a wipe and wipe up my hand. Okay, so there is the Shimmer Melon. Yeah, I cleaned up so well that I know where nothing is. Been there with organizing, just did that, and now I know it drives me nuts. But I did clean like all of my squeegees. So now, like, I'm not, like, trying to scrub a squeegee while I'm live to clean it. All right, we're gonna get this dry, and then we're gonna layer it on top, and we're gonna go in with brown, or bark, okay? And we're actually gonna do the watercolor method on the palette sign here in just 1 second. But we need to, hi Miss Patty, hi Pam. We gotta make sure that this is completely dry, okay? Because we are gonna layer on top of it, and we don't want the transfer we're about to put down to mess it up, you know what I mean? All right, so this is good. Let me wipe this off. We'll close up our Shimmer Melon, and then we are gonna go in with our boot, okay? I think I'm gonna do, no, just keep it simple, Alex. I'm over here talking to myself, y'all. I was gonna do, no, like this. There we go. Sorry, y'all. You know what? We're just gonna do it and we're gonna see how it looks. It could look all funky and weird, but we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna line up the bottom of where I already pasted, and we're gonna push down. And then we're gonna do this all in the bark color. I cleaned my crafts out and I found stuff. I know! That was my table. I found so many fun things on my table that I didn't even know I had. All right, we're gonna go in with our bark. Of course, my bark is a little dry. We're gonna spray some water in there. And here we go. Okay, so my bark is a little bit on the drier side. I should have prepped a little bit more and sprayed some distilled water in there to kind of get it back to the right consistency. So y'all, over time, your pastes do dry out. If they dry out, it's okay. Just spray distilled water and just work it in. And if worse comes to worse, pop it in the microwave for like 5 seconds. And then that'll soften it up, and then you should be able to mix it back to life. All right, so getting this nice and covered, making sure everything that I see, all the white underneath is covered, okay? I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna pick up all the extra paste. There's quite a bit since it is so thick. All right, and we're gonna lift. Thank you for sprinkling. Ah, look at that. Y'all, look how cute that is. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. Look at that. We did it. I did it. I did it correctly. Isn't that so cute? I'm organizing also, and I can't find my glue. Oh, Miss Connie. Those are the two things I know where they're at for the most part. All right, let's clean our transfers really quickly. I know, isn't that so cute? You could do whatever color combo of the boot you wanted. I almost thought about doing a teal boot, but I thought, let's use the club color because I thought that'd be pretty. All right, let's clean these up. So I'm just spraying a little bit of water, and I'm gonna scrub the front and I'm gonna scrub the back. Okay, same thing. Clean the back, and I'm just gonna set these to the side to dry. But I am gonna take a little bit of a paper towel and just kind of wipe up that extra water, like so. Oop. And dry it off. I'm gonna throw this over here. I know, isn't that so cute? I am really loving this boot transfer. There's just so many different fun things you can do with it. I want to make a shirt with it. I want to make a little sign. All the things, y'all. All the things. Okay. Now to the fun part. Let's pull out our palette sign. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We're going to put the boot down like this. And then all of these flowers right here, I'm going to put, and we're going to watercolor those. And then right here, it's going to say live life in full bloom. So we're actually going to use, you can, is it Shimmer Melon? I thought it was, did I use the wrong color? Y'all, hold up. Did I use the wrong color? No, I didn't. It's Shimmer Melon. You can still buy Shimmer Melon. Miss Bambi, you had me over here in a heart attack. Yes, they sure are, Miss Diane. Okay, so then we're going to use this transfer that is 50% off right now. So you can snag this one for $13.50. And we're going to put this transfer over to the side. Okay, so let's clean up just a smidge, y'all. I'm really trying to be good about not making myself an absolute mess. All right, we're going to lay this down. But I'm going to use my boot. Let's dry it. I'm going to use my, no, you're good, Miss Bambi. I'm going to use my boot to kind of help me for placement. Y'all, I love this boot. It's so adorable. Give me some hearts if you are loving the boot. And let me know in the comments, is like Western, is the boot transfers, this Muttons Club transfer, like your style? It's okay if it isn't. No hard feelings, y'all, if it isn't. What size are the sections in the transfer? These? 6 by 6? Yeah, they're 6 by 6 squares. All right, so I'm going to use this to kind of help me know where to place it. And we're actually going to watercolor. So I'm going to move this down. Okay. I think that looks good. We're going to push this down. And I'm going to show you a little trick. So because we're going to watercolor, we don't want to use black. Because as you know, our chalk pastes are water soluble. So if you get the black wet, it's going to make it look runny. At least in my experience. So to be on the safe side, I'm going to use the color Dune. And this is going to give us an outline of all of these beautiful flowers. No, but the boot is cute. I love the boot. That's okay. It's not everybody's. So hi, Marie. Miss Connie, you need to sign up for the club, girl. What's that? I already answered that. Thank you for those hearts. My style for sure. Wish they had more. I know. All right. So we're going to go in with our Dune. And I am just going to go all over this. Now, I'm not going to do the greenery that's over here on this side. We're going to skip that. You could cut it off if you want to. I just didn't, just for time. But we're going to go in. And this is going to give us the outline for watercoloring. And then afterwards, after we're done coloring and everything, we will go back over it, either with black or a different color. I'll let y'all choose what y'all think. So I'm going to go through, pick up all that extra paste, throw that back into my jar, and let's lift. Okay, so now we're left with this. Okay, so you're probably like, girl, that's not going to show anything. We're going to color it in. We're going to color it in, and it's going to look really, really pretty when it's all said and done. Thanks, Kristen. Your house is Western with Indian. I love that. All right, Miss Julie, I see your message. I'll get to you after my live. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for messaging me. We'll get it taken care of. Don't you worry, my friend. Oh my goodness, y'all. Who knows that there's a giant launch happening tomorrow. So all of our spring transfers, spring summerish transfers, it's one of our big launches coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you're in my VIP group because I'm going to do a special giveaway for those who are in my VIP group and who purchase tomorrow on my site. So you want to make sure you're in there so you can check out. So just comment VIP to get all that info. All right. We're going to close our Dune up. And then here are the colors I pulled. We got Peony, Berry, Sunnyside, Coral, and then Sage. So here are the colors we're going to use to kind of color in and paint in our flowers. So let's open all of this up. So we got teal. I don't know if teal is necessarily like a flowerish color, but we're going to do it. We got Sunnyside. We got Berry. And we got Peony. Oh, we have Peony. So let's open this up. Yeah, so brand new launch happening tomorrow, y'all. There's some new surfaces. There are, oh my goodness, what else? Tons of transfers. There's just so much goodness. I'm so excited for it. Okay, So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my tiny paintbrushes, y'all, and we are just going to paint. So like right here, there's a big tulip. I'm gonna spray a little bit of water in the lid of my jar just to kind of thin it out. And y'all, the cool thing about this method, if you will, is you don't have to be perfect, okay? You just wanna kind of make sure you stay somewhat inside the lines. Now I am gonna go over everything all over the dune, and that's gonna be okay. This is why I said we're gonna be on for a little bit tonight, because this is gonna take us a little bit of time to kind of get this all painted in. But I think it's gonna be really pretty when it's all said and done. So let me show you. So y'all see how I painted it. Hi, Angela, hi, Yvonne. Y'all see how I painted it. It's not perfect, right? It's not like, it's okay that it's not perfect. We're not gonna stress about it because we're gonna go in after. We're gonna layer that transfer right back on top, which I probably should clean that. We'll clean it after. But I'm just going in and kind of just willy-nilly painting however I choose to, because this is gonna turn out really pretty. And these brushes are from Amazon. I don't think I have them in my storefront, but they're awesome. I love these brushes. Okay, and then we have some berry. Let's go in right here. And we are just going to paint, y'all. You could use markers if you wanted to, but I think that the paste kind of just gives it more of like, I don't know, obviously a hand painted effect. Let's go here. And we are just gonna cover up wherever we see the flower. Now we're also not going to stress if it's not perfect. Hi, Cheryl. It is a fun technique. I really, really like this. I did it a lot back in the fall with that pumpkin transfer we had. It just worked out perfect with that. Okay, so just going in, filling in the spots. Okay, let's do this one. And I did not push the paste all the way through right here, so that's on me. All right, and I apologize if you can hear my neighbor's dogs. All right, and we are just painting. Hi, Melissa, you love to watercolor. I don't do it enough, and it's so fun because I always think the end result looks so good, like always. So I'm using teal, and when you'll comment the word club, there is a link in there for all the other supplies I'm using other than the club transfer. Okay, let's go in with a little bit of sage right here. So this is what we're doing, y'all. Teal club, is that? No, it's a palette sign. So it's a wood surface that I sanded it down a little bit just to kind of give it a little bit more of the rough look. And then I just pasted in Dune the outline of the flowers to kind of give us that look. Okay, that looks good. Well, let's do, I'm gonna do this in sage. And so all I'm doing, y'all, is I'm just filling in wherever I see the white. Oh my goodness, can y'all hear the dog behind me? I'm sorry if y'all can hear that. That dog barks literally all day long. All day. Can you tell I'm a little frustrated about it? Hi, Lois. Okay, let's do this greenery and sage. And y'all, take your time. I feel a little bit rushed because I am on a live. And I know this cannot be the funnest thing to watch, but I promise it's gonna come to life once we're done painting everything. Thanks, Miss Sandy. Miss Lois, are you not getting the message? All right, we're gonna go in with some berry. And y'all, let me show y'all. It is just covering up it looks like a kindergartner painted it right now, right? But that's okay because it is going, when we layer the color back on top, it's going to be perfect. All right, I want to do this big flower in Sunnyside. So there's a big flower right in the middle that I'm painting in the color Sunnyside. Now, I know nothing about flowers, so don't come at me. Do I miss teaching? I miss the kids. I don't miss everything else that went with teaching. I certainly miss the kids and working. I made some great friends while I was teaching. I miss working with them, but I don't miss anything else about it, to tell you the truth. That's why I love coming on here, is because I still get to teach. I get to teach y'all, right? I still get that teaching thing in me, but I don't miss everything else. Thanks, Miss Melinda. So, oh, y'all, I messed up. Maybe I shouldn't move this around because I kind of got the teal where I don't want it. That's okay. We can wipe it off. All right, so berry going in. That looks good. Ah! Miss Berta, you're in the school system, right? You work at a school, I think, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. All right, so there's a little bit of green right here that I want to get in on. And right here, you can get as detailed as you want. That is up to you, y'all. Now, obviously, when we go in, those flowers are way too tiny for me to go in. Hi, Barbara, to go in with a paintbrush. So I'm kind of just going to color sections in different colors. But you could get in there and get a really detailed brush and be really detailed in those colors. But y'all, if we did that, I'd be here till midnight. So let's get this going. All right, let's do a little bit of teal. I'm gonna do teal right here. So as I'm working towards the bottom, you'll see that I'm gonna kind of just do more sections in different colors. But you do you. I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. You know what I mean? All right, let's do, not peony, let's do teal right here. So this is where I'm gonna kind of go into sections, and I'm just gonna paint an entire section. Okay. Just making sure that all of that white is nice and covered up. That looks good. Then let's do a little bit of Sunnyside down here. I mean, there are tiny flowers, y'all, so you could get really, really detailed with this. But I am just gonna keep it simple. I hear you after 25 years of the yeah. Yes, Miss Lois, absolutely. Not to mention, I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer. I didn't have, not my last year of teaching. I had my most favorite principal I've ever had. But the year before that, the principal that I love left, and I followed her my last year that I taught. But the principal that I had before, the year before that, was not my fan. Let's just say that. She was not my fan. So I was ready to go. I was ready. That's for sure. Hi, Robbie. Ooh, y'all, don't forget there is a live sale posted from yesterday. So if you didn't get to shop the live sale from yesterday, go check it out. I will stop checking comments at the end of tomorrow, just because I can't always be checking those comments. So if you've been wanting something from the live sale, go check it out, go comment, do all the things. Okay, we're gonna do a little teal here. I missed a little spot right here. That looks good. Hi, Donna. All right, here's what we have so far, okay? If you're just jumping on, comment the word club, C-L-U-B, and I will send you a message with everything that I'm doing, or all the stuff I'm using. But we're doing the little watercolor coloring in method. So I'm just taking my paste and I am just filling in the white spaces. And then when you comment that word club, so y'all tell me, so I know a lot of y'all have been here for a while. So I changed my message up. So I used to have all these buttons, right, that you could get all the different information. I recently switched it to where everything that you would need, all the info, is in that main message. Do you prefer the buttons or do you like it all in the one message? Y'all tell me. I prefer it all in one message because then you're not having to click around and find a bunch of different stuff. But I will do whatever it is that y'all want. Whatever makes sense to the majority of y'all. Because I'm not going to be able to make everybody happy. You know what I mean? All right. Then we're going to go in with Sunnyside. We are almost there, y'all. No, we're not. We're not going to go in with Sunnyside. We're going to do a little Sunnyside right here. That looks good. And then we'll do the rest peony. All in one. Hi, Lee. One message, one button. Okay, so y'all are liking the new message setup. So y'all like it all just in one. Got it. All right. Y'all, I think we're done. I think we are done with all the painting. Let me double check it. All right. Let's put all of this. Ooh, no. Shoot. I see a spot that I missed. Okay, we're going to just go in with the green. Okay, and right here. All right, so let's close all of these up. Miss Lois, are you not getting the message, my friend? If you've never messaged with me, or Miss Lois, if you can't find the message, check your message requests. Sometimes Facebook likes to be silly and send messages there. So, all right. Throw this on here. No, you're not. Okay. I will send you a message with all of the info here in just and after I hop off. All right. So here is what we have. Okay. So now we're going to clean our transfer. Actually, I should do that right now. Now we're going to clean our transfer. And I think we should do, what color should we do the outline? Should we do Storm? Should we do black? Should we do, what should we do? All right, so I'm just going to clean this off. I should have cleaned this after I used it the last time. You got the VIP. That's so weird. I'm not sure, Miss Lois. Facebook is not liking you tonight. Black. I was thinking black, Miss Carol. I sure was. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. Don't do black. That might be too much. Anybody else? Black. We could start with Storm and then we can see what we think. Because all we have left to do, y'all, is hot glue the boot to the surface and then put the wording. So we are almost done. Okay. So let me throw that in there. Black, black, black. Everybody's saying black. Everybody's saying black. Let's make sure this is dry. Should we start with Storm? Black will make it stand out. Okay. You don't think Storm will show up? Okay, so we'll do black. Let's get this completely dry. Miss Phyllis is saying Storm. So if you're not quite sure like what color you want to do your outline, I always suggest with starting with your lightest color that you're considering first. So like if I did Storm and I didn't like how it looked, then I could go over it with black. Now if I started with black, it'd be kind of difficult to, what was I going to say? Difficult to cover that up. All right, so here's the hard part. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing, is getting this lined up exactly the way that it was before. So this is where you're going to want to exercise your patience. That's difficult for me. because I just want it to be done. Try Storm, and then if that doesn't work, do black. Just with the pretty painting colors, I figured black might overpower it, but I'm not the expert. Girl, neither am I. I'm no expert. I do think black will make it stand out, but I am a little afraid that the black is going to overpower everything. But I have seen it done with the black outline, and it does look really pretty. So this is the hard part, y'all. Laying it down and making sure it's as lined up as it possibly can. As close as it can, okay? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna do black. I'm a little nervous. Mix black with a little Storm. We could do that. Let's try that. All right. We'll try that. All right, so we're gonna mix a little bit of black and Storm. We'll see what this looks like. That is way too much, Alex. Okay, and then we'll do a little black. That's probably too much. And let's mix. I'm gonna spray a little bit of water to kind of thin it out and mix this color. I don't know, I don't wanna mix a ton because I'm gonna have a bunch left over. You know what I mean? No, not loving that. Okay, we're just gonna go with black. We're just gonna do it, y'all. Black will not show that dark, just the outline. The black will not show that dark. What? Huh? I'm not understanding. All right, we're just gonna do black. Here we go. Y'all, hit the heart button and let's see how this turns out. All right, here we go. This could be the best decision or the worst decision. So either we'll learn what not to do or we can learn what to do. Okay, pulling this across. Oh, my black is on the drier side too. What the heck is with all my paste drying out? It's because it gets really cold in here. Could you show the boot again? Yes, that's the boot. We're almost there, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you comment the word club. Miss Lois, I will send you the info when I hop off of here. But my goal this month is to get 5 club members, and I've already gotten 2, so I just need 3 more for the month. So if you've been considering signing up for club, do it. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Y'all, what do y'all think? Now, right here at the top, the paste didn't go all the way through. I'm not going to stress about it because I really like it. Oh my goodness. Y'all, you did tell me, Miss Lynette. So you and Miss Carol did. I mean, a lot of y'all told me. Oh my gosh. Y'all. I'm excited. All right, let's get this clean. We'll get this put up. And then I know. Ooh, I just love it. It looks so good. So, little tip when you're using black chalk paste. It gets everywhere, okay? So, I like to spray water and then take a baby wipe and kind of clean up all the extra before that gets in my sponge. Y'all, see? I'm telling you, everywhere, all the time, no matter what I do. Yeah, black was a good choice, but you could totally pick whatever color outline you want. And where, y'all, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. All right, let's clean this up. I'm gonna scrub the back. Looks good. And then let's take our fuzz cloth. Let's clean up all this water. I would use a paper towel, but I don't have one in here. And it is good as new. Oh, look at that. Let's put our pieces back onto our backer sheet. Line it up the best that I can. We got the boot, like so. And then this little piece, keeps moving on me. Okay. I love this. It's so pretty. I know, Miss Sandy. I know. So, this is kind of what I'm thinking, y'all. That is gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Oh my goodness. Let's get this dry. When is the last day to join the club to get this transferred? The last day to join this club is February 29th, as long as supplies last. As long as supplies last. It's been a while since a club transfer has sold out, but this could be the one. It could be the one. All right. Thanks, Kristen. All right, let me wipe up my hands, y'all, because I got black all over them. And y'all know me, I'm going to touch something, and the black is going to transfer. All right. So, y'all, look at that. Now, you could totally just put this in the middle and do the flowers, and that could just be a piece all on its own. But check that out. That is so pretty. I'm obsessed with it. All right, let's grab this transfer. Like I said, this one is 50% off until February 15th, okay? It's normally $27, but you can grab it for $13.50. And we're gonna use the Live Life in Full Bloom down here. Thank you. I think it turned out really, really cute. All right, so I am gonna just, okay, these scissors are terrible. Just gonna cut this, if I can get it, maybe. And y'all don't go anywhere, okay? Sprinkle the video, hit the heart button. Ooh, I still need to announce my winners for several different things. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. I've got some gift cards to give away. So, okay. Let's put this down. Now I'm not gonna do the flowers on here. I think I'm just gonna do the Live Life in Full Bloom. Now this is one of our older transfers, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to see through. Ooh, I need to fuzz it. Let's fuzz. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hi, Marcy. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm just so excited because I want to see the finished piece. All right, fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Okay, now let's get this on here. I'm not gluing my boot yet. That way, if we need to move it around, we totally can. Like I can move it more over to there. I think that's better. All right. I think that looks good. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, that looks good. What I am going to do is I'm going to tape off the flowers because I have a habit of not paying attention or like, I don't know, just like forgetting what I'm doing. And I definitely don't want to get the color where I don't want it. So I think we're gonna do this in black. What do y'all think? Do you think the black will look okay? All right, push it down. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna use black. And I'm guessing black is okay because no one commented anything. Yes, there we go. All right. Get this completely covered. This is why I like to use the tape to tape off sections of the transfer I don't want to use. All right, we're gonna go through, pick all that up. Okay, here we go. Oh, so I see a little spot, and I threw that in the water. I shouldn't have done that. I see a little spot that the paste didn't go all the way through. So I'm gonna lay it back down, and I'm gonna pick up more color and go back over it. I'm gonna lift slowly. This looks so cute. Oh my gosh. What do y'all think? Y'all, that's a piece I'm proud of. Wow. Hi, Linda. I'm a speedy cleaner. Are you talking about cleaning my craft room? The video that I showed? All right. Let me clean this really quickly. We're going to glue and then we're done, y'all. We're going to glue our boot on and then we are done. Okay, I'm going to take a baby wipe. Clean that up. There we go. Thank you. I know tonight's live was a little bit longer, but I wanted to show y'all because I've had some people message me about the watercolor method, and this transfer is perfect for that. It kind of has the etched look, so when you have that etched look on a transfer, you can totally use the watercolor method. Hold on, y'all. It does stain, but it's still good as new. All right, let me put this back on. Where did I put it? Oh my gosh, Alex. Oh, it's right here. It's underneath the piece. Let me put this back on here, and then we are gonna glue that, and then we're done, y'all. Then we are done. All right. I know. It was under the piece, so that's why I couldn't see it. Let me dry this really quickly before I mess it up. But y'all, that is chef's kiss beautiful. Did I just get black on my face? Oh my goodness. So this is the chalk shape. So real quick, if I wanted to save this piece in order to use it on a different project, don't hot glue it, okay? You could use magnets or Velcro dots or even glue dots. Use glue dots to attach it. So then that way, if you wanted to take this boot and use it on something else, you totally could, okay? But I'm gonna glue it. I'm gonna glue, and here we go. We're done. And there it is. What do y'all think? I love this. Oh my word, I love this. We're gonna have to do another version of this. The watercoloring is so fun. Do you sew the glasses alone? Glasses, what glasses? I don't know what glasses you're talking about. So check that out, y'all. Give me the heart button if you like it. Sprinkle it out. And if you're not signed up for club, go get signed up. Ooh. Because my goal is 5. And y'all, tomorrow is the launch. So go grab Disco while you can tomorrow. And then be sure you're in my VIP group to check out how, I know, Miss Pam, isn't this so pretty? Thanks, Miss Wendy. Make sure you're in the VIP group because I'm going to post an announcement tomorrow for launch day orders. So you can get entered in to win something fun in there. But you got to be in the VIP group, okay? But there it is. So we haven't done this in a while. So here's the first project we made with the club transfer. So this is number 1. This is number 2. Which one is your favorite? Number 1 or number 2? Which one do you love more? They're both very different. I love both of them. Let me get that on there. There we go. 2, I had a feeling y'all were going to say this one. I had a feeling 2 for sure. Miss Nancy, send me a message and we can chat about it. I saw what you said. Send me a message. Yeah, they're both super different. All right, y'all, let's do our giveaway. So hit the heart button, share the video, and let's pick a winner. So the winner will win a $5 gift card or coupon code towards cutouts or chalk stuff when you order through like through me personally. Y'all, that just looks so pretty. I love this. All right. No. My computer is being silly. Give me a second. Let me get in there a little bit closer so y'all can see it up close. It's not perfect. So like right here, the black didn't go all the way through. It's not the end of the world. I think it still looks good. I think this turned out really adorable. All right. Thanks, Miss Kathy. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pick a winner. And 1, 2, 3. Miss Marcy Ritter. Miss Marcy, are you still here? Makes it original. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it, Miss Nancy. You wouldn't have noticed it unless I pointed it out, but I always like to show y'all, or I always try to show y'all like where I mess up. That way, like, you're not, people always say everything you make is perfect. It's not, I promise. So, Miss Marcy, you are tonight's winner. Please send me a message and I will send you your code to use very soon. What kind of light do you have for crafting? Like, what kind of lights do I have on me right now? Or like, I don't expand your question, Miss Janice. Send me a message. All right. Okay, y'all, I'm going to hop off of here, but I will be on tomorrow doing another craft with y'all. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.